big change in my life. Scenery, as you can see, classic like August Florida weather here, just raining. Yeah, I decided to move back home to Florida. Sophie and I were wanting to move back home at the end of the season, but ended up just finding like a really good deal on a house. Long story short, moved literally the week after Lake Placid, and now we're back in like Tampa Bay area in Brooksville, Florida. That's where I'm from. I'll go into more stuff later, but yeah, here with Lauda today to shoot. Today's Sunday, so I'm 2 weeks out from 70.3 Santa Cruz. I'm gonna do like 8 to 12 by K, like sub threshold to threshold with a minute rest, up and down this trail. Did 70.3 Louisville, recovered from that, and yeah, just trying to kind of build myself back for Santa Cruz, and then Ironman Chattanooga, which will be my next race as well. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we stay dry. But yeah, I haven't done a run workout since Louisville, so we'll see how this goes. But yeah, really just trying to get full tilt back in my training.
All right.
Yeah, so I didn't touch on it. I haven't touched on it in the last few weeks since Lake Placid. But Lake Placid was a month ago. That race I raced was pretty much a career best swim, career best bike, and then a 2:46 run, just blowing up to get third. But it was a really good day for me. Obviously, maybe could have done a bit better on the run, but it was probably a better Ironman than I had done the year prior. Swam better, biked better, just kind of fell apart a bit on the run. It was a really good data point to show us my biking's in a good spot. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, took me a while to recover from that. I blew up really hard with like an hour to go, with like 10 miles to go, and pretty instantly, like we got home, and like 4 days later, Sophie and I drove across the country. I haven't said this either. Sophie's car got broken into. I had 2 of my bikes get stolen. One of her bikes that I paid for, like obviously, like I get my bikes like graciously enough for free from Felt and Envy, but she has a Canyon that I think I bought her 2 years ago. That got stolen. A couple on shoes got stolen. Maybe I'll throw up a picture in the video, but yeah, really scary. I was literally sleeping in like Wichita, Kansas. Knew I probably shouldn't have stopped there. I really wanted to make it to Tulsa, but it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Was only asleep for like 2 hours, and then ended up getting a call from the hotel manager at like 3:45 in the morning on like the room service phone. He's like, "Hey, I think your car had just been broken into." And it's like 3:45 in the morning. I'm like, "Dude, what?" Like, so I go down there. The back window is like all smashed out. Soph's bike's gone. My gravel bike's gone. Like 3 sets of wheels are gone. As we're unpacking the car and the U-Haul and like packing and building like our new home and stuff, we're realizing like, oh, like Soph's missing a brand new pair of On carbon shoes and like just little stuff like that. So that was really stressful. And then, continued the drive across the country with no back window, because it's not like the easiest thing in the world to replace. And then got back, and I wanted to do Louisville 70.3 because I really wanted to get another 70.3 in. Really happy I did. Got second. And I've just been really trying to beat the deep fatigue that I had been feeling since Lake Placid, and it's just really hard to come back around. I'm starting to come back around now, but at this point we're only like 19 days away from Nice. So yeah, I've decided not to do Ironman World Champs in Nice this year. It's a really hard decision to make. It's obviously a big time commitment, big financial commitment. It's a big commitment in training and life, like just a lot of big commitments, as I'm sure everybody knows. So I'm not comfortable right now going halfway across the world, spending all that money and racing subpar too. That's the biggest thing, like money and time aside. Like I know I'm not in the fitness to compete remotely like where I was in Kona last year. And so I'm just not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my sponsors' time and just go there and get 20th place for the sake of doing the World Champs. You know what I mean? So with that, I've talked to Sean, my coach, and Soph, my partner. And we're gonna do Ironman Chattanooga. It's one of the first men's Kona qualifying races that you could do, so that's super exciting. It's only like a 6-hour drive from my house, so we'll drive. I think my whole family's coming up, Sophie's whole family's coming up. It'll be a really fun weekend, I hope. Gonna try to rally the fitness. Things are building back nicely. Get the early Kona qualification in Chattanooga, God willing. If I do that, it opens up a lot of doors for next year. I could do any kind of race I want, and I don't have to chase the Kona qualification, or I could do Ironman Texas and ride the bike at 400 watts, and who cares if I blow up because I already got the Kona slot. So that's cool. And then my big focus for the end of the year, like a big World Champs, is going to be 70.3 Worlds in Marbella, Spain. Bike course just came out not too long ago. I think there's over 5,000 feet of climbing on a 56-mile bike, 90K bike. That is insane. Bike times are going to be over 2:10, I'd imagine. So that's super enticing for me. I think it's a wetsuit swim as well. It's probably going to be one of my better shots in my career to try to get a top 5 or something out of 70.3 Worlds. So that's my goal. I'll do Santa Cruz, Ironman Chattanooga. Hopefully we can get the Kona slot, and then 70.3 Worlds. And I don't know, the course looks really good for me, and put a lot of emphasis into that, and see if I get a top 5 or top American, or I don't know, something like that. That'd be super cool. And then I think that'll be the remainder of my 2025 season. And then then we'll go into 2026, and all eyes on Kona. And I'll touch more on Florida and stuff in a little bit, but I'm in a really good headspace. I feel great. I'm really happy, and I think next year can just be an even bigger jump forward in my career. So time to do this 8 to 12 by K and lose 10 pounds of sweat. Great thing about having a truck bed, good and bad thing, is I can throw all my shit in here for a week or two until Sophie finds out, or my dad sees it and I gotta clean it out. But for a while I can just put all my crap back here. It's great. Alright.
Some things never change.
Yeah, right? Oh, that was great. That was a great session. So we did 3K warm up, 12 by K at sub threshold. Maybe creeped up to threshold at the end. Nothing wrong with that. Say the temperature is not bad. Probably low 80s, but it's every bit of 100% humidity right now. But yeah, it was a great session. That's the first session I've only done 2 sessions post Ironman Lake Placid, and that was 2 or 3, and that was the second or third one. So yeah, really trying to get back to my routine that Sean and I had kind of built out pre Lake Placid, Eagle Man, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, trying to get back to my routine. Bike's been going good. I have the great thing about Florida is, and I guess real quick, we touched on Nice. I hope everybody is super understanding of that situation. Obviously, I don't want to go halfway across the world and not perform to my best, especially with the not the best preparation, and then make excuses and blah blah blah. So I really hope everyone understands that. Second, we're back in Florida. I live about 45-50 minutes north of like downtown Tampa, in this town called Brooksville, Florida. That's where I was born and raised. It's about an hour and a half south of Gainesville. That's where I went to school. So yeah, I'm a Florida kid through and through. I got the invite to go train with Lionel Sanders in the end of 2022. So I trained with him the entirety of 2023, and I had no intentions of ever leaving Florida until you get a once in a lifetime opportunity like that with Lionel, and I couldn't pass that up. And I was done with Sophie and I were done with school at that point, and yeah, it's just an incredible opportunity. So yeah, I'm really glad I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone, went to a whole entire different state, training regiment. The whole 9 yards. I was without Sophie for 6 months during that time, so grew a ton as a person, learned so much from Lionel. Then we stayed there for 6 more months till May of 2024. We went to Boulder, and we ended up getting just like we ended up subleasing an apartment just from a college kid from the University of Colorado. Obviously, they're not there in the summer, so I just found an ad on Facebook Marketplace for like 100 days, subleased this kid's apartment for super cheap, and then ended up liking it so much that we ended up having 2 rental apartments, one in Tucson and then one in Boulder for the betterment of like 8 months. I didn't get out of that lease until like February of this year. But Boulder's a super magical, awesome place. But I don't know, I came back to home to Florida in the winter, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. And then we went back to Boulder, and obviously I was had some issues and stuff, and I don't know, I'm not the person to be in like a hyper elite environment. I don't know what adjective you want to use, like being around like the world's best triathletes, like Rudy Von Berg and all the people that live in Boulder. I don't know, I kind of can't handle being around all those awesome people all the time. It's kind of overwhelming. Like even when you like go to the coffee shop or just go to the pool for like an easy swim, it's like, oh man, like I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. And some people are fine with that. Some people thrive off of that. I thrive off of that for about like 3 months of the year. But like other than that, like I just kind of want to chill with my friends and my family and my training partners, and that's about it. So anyway, we were just going to tough it out. We had the lease, tough it out the rest of the season. That's obviously the smart and the logical thing to do. Don't move, across the country and buy a new home. I think like buying a new home and moving is like the second most stressful thing a person can do in their life. And we decided to do that in a week after Ironman Lake Placid. Not to get too personal, but we ended up just getting a really good price on a home and a really good rate, and so I couldn't pass it up. So I was like, we need to move now, and my apartment complex let us out of the lease. And yeah, long story short, we're back here in Florida, probably in the hottest, most muggy month of the year. I probably won't be doing too many more Augusts in Florida for the remainder of my career. But we just had to do it. But I haven't been this happy in months and years. It's just really nice to be back home next to my parents, back next to Soph's parents. I have a lot of friends in town. I have a great bike shop I work with. We have Tuesday night group ride. We have a Tuesday morning group ride, Saturday group ride, and just guys that just hammer, like really good amateur cyclists that just hammer. And so that's awesome for me. I got Sarah McClarity, my first ever swim coach that I worked with back when I first started. She's only 45 minutes away in Claremont, so I'll be driving to Claremont a few times a week to join her SLAP triathlon team, masters team. Sean is still coaching me, overseeing everything. We communicate daily, but definitely using Sarah's team and knowledge and expertise as we can. And yeah, so I don't know. I think a happy athlete is a fast athlete. I think, yeah, maybe I averaged 3:15s today. Could I have ran 3:10s in Boulder because it's a bit cooler? Probably. but I don't know, like, do I go home and I'm not as happy? Yeah, then I'm on the start line, not like super stressed and stuff, and then maybe I don't even do as good, right? So yeah, that's kind of the moral of this. I'm just really glad to be back. It's gonna be good. We're gonna do camps. You know, I think we're gonna do a winter. Like, we're gonna go somewhere. I mean, coming up, I think, and then next summer we'll like leading into Kona. I think altitude. If you want to be one of the best in the world, I think you have to do altitude. So we'll do a good 6 to 8 week altitude camp pre-Ironman World Champs Kona next year, and then we'll probably head out of Florida. I don't know, May time, June time of next year, and either head up to the Northeast, head to Boulder, Flagstaff, Park City. I mean, the great thing now, we got a home base. I got a place to call home. I mean, well, we can go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's great. I mean, we got the pups, we got the car, and you know, we just need Airbnb or a short-term rental. I mean, we can go. You know, I'd go to Alaska for a month. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, so it's good. The vibes are great. So happy. I'm just, yeah, happy's the word, and it's great. I just feel awesome. And yeah, so yeah. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I can touch on 70.3 Louisville really quickly. Just wanted to do that race. It was like a 10-hour drive from the house. Didn't have the best preparation leading into it, but I don't know, a race where you can just drive to, pick up some money, pick up a podium, engage with some fans and some people I coach, and you know, it's good competition out there. It was good. Probably the hardest race I've ever done. It was 86-degree water, absolutely brutal. Sorry, we got a plane overhead. Yeah, 86 degrees in the water. I mean, it's a hard way to start the day. Beautiful bike course, fast, rolling, it's absolutely gorgeous. And the run, I mean, it makes St. George run look flat. I mean, oh my God. Imagine St. George's run harder, damn near 100% humidity, and it's like 90 out. I mean, oh my God, I was just suffering like a dog. Jason had a fantastic race. I think he got me about 90 seconds in the end. I had a good swim with some good people, pushed great bike power. And then kind of just, I don't know, I didn't fall apart on the run. I went out in 6 minute mile. I came home in 6 minute mile. I was just like, shit, that's all I got today. So yeah, it was good. Really glad to pick up my 3rd podium in a row. So I got, you know, 2 seconds and a 3rd so far. Still chasing that elusive win. I've gotten a win every year I've been a pro so far since 2022. So I'm really hoping I can hit that nail on the head and say at 70.3 Santa Cruz in 2 weeks. I've heard great things about it. We got like 3 or 4 athletes racing. The wetsuit, cold water swim. I think it's going to be like a high of 50s, 60s on the bike. I mean, you can't beat that. And I think the run, I don't know, it's a bit rolling, but the weather's going to be great. And I'm always a fan of California. I just forgot. The nice thing about living in Florida is you get 3 hours, so I can wake up at 4 a.m. and it's really not that big of a deal. It's like 7 here. But man, Tampa to San Francisco, flying direct, but 5.5 hour flight. Brutal. I've been spoiled. When you're in Denver, you're in the middle of the country. It's great. You can get anywhere in 2 hours. But yeah, I'm you know, drop the Netflix or the YouTube recommendations on in the comments, because 5.5 hour flight. I mean, good Lord. So yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm great. I know this season's had its up and downs, but I mean, we've gotten 3 podiums. I don't know. I feel better supported than ever from you guys, from my partners, from Sophie, from everybody. So it's just great. And yeah, we're going to keep trying to pump out the YouTube videos as we build to Santa Cruz, Chattanooga, and 70.3 Worlds and Marbella, and that'll be the rest of my season. Lauda is here. She's Sophie and I's friend. We've met through the years of Ironman and stuff, and so we live pretty much right next to each other. She's going to try to be helping us out with some YouTube videos, which is awesome. And yeah, try to finish this second part of the season off strong with the World Champs. And yeah, thanks for all the love, everybody, and see everyone in Santa Cruz.